പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട സഹോദരി സഹോദരന്മാരെ, മാധ്യമ സുഹൃത്തുക്കളെ, എല്ലാവർക്കും എൻ്റെ നമസ്കാരം. I'm very happy to inaugurate this program which is convened to release the theme song and other promotional materials for the current Parliamentary General Election 2019. Let me at the outset compliment the Chief Electoral Officer, Sri Tikara Meena, IAS, and his vibrant team for taking the initiative to produce a song and various messages and posters to motivate the people of our state to participate actively in the general elections to the Parliament. I also congratulate noted playback singer Srimati K. Chitra for the melodious rendition of the song, and Sri K. Jaikumar, noted poet and former Chief Secretary, for penning the meaningful lyric. Sri Matthew Itti deserves praise for the setting the music. Starting for a moment, among all the audience, I was one among to see the song. It's a very wonderful. I said, initially I congratulated Mr. Meena and their team. This kind of, this not only conveys a good message and request all the voters in this state to cast their vote. See the background, how they recorded this song with a background and music. So I have already appreciated all the three, I can say, heroes and heroines of this song. And it's a great adventure. First time I am seeing, though I am the author of several judgments in the election matters, now the credit goes to our Chief Electoral Officer, Mr. Meena. My request is this should be even sent to other states. They can also translate and show it to their citizens as early as possible. And another, the officers handed over one cassette to me. Within 2 or 3 days, I am informing the Chief Electoral Officers. I am going to invite all my staff in the Raj Bhavan auditorium. I am going to show it to them. And similar request to all the government departments, both state, center, public sector, private, over there, wherever they assemble, it must be shown and seen within a short duration. We need not wait till the last date. And I must appreciate the organizers for choosing Miss Tiffany Brar to receive this CD, this motivational song, at this meeting. Those who know her activities as a social worker and special educator would agree that Miss Tiffany is motivation personified. And the presence of course, Mr. Sridharan could not attend. We heard his message. Our democracy is a marvel to the world in terms of size and vibrancy. There are many nations around us with lesser population and fewer diversities, but none of them have shown and sustained the power of vote with a great dedication and faith than us. Thus, an election in our nation is certainly the greatest festival of democracy in the world. As all of us know, the Election Commission of India has made sweep the buzzword in this election. Sweep, which stands for systematic voters' education and electoral participation, is the Commission's flagship program for voter education, spreading voter awareness and promoting voter literacy in our country. Since 2009, Election Commission has been preparing India's voters and equipping them with the basic knowledge related to the electoral process. Apart from familiarizing people with electronic voting machine, the Commission has been seeking support of our citizens to check the violation of Model Code of Conduct through C-Vigil mobile app and conducting various programs to build a truly participative democracy through citizens' informed decision. The effect is visible in the rising percentage of participation in the election. If I recall correctly, in 2014 elections, we had a poll percentage of 74.02, and this time we hope to take it much higher. Stopping for a moment, last week when Mr. Meena came and met me for this function, his ambition is this time we have to get 90% minimum. That is his ambition. We hope it lies in our hands. If all of our exercise our franchise, Mr. Meena and myself, we are not asking for you vote this person or that person. Our duty is to make you to vote. And in Kerala, it merits mention that women voters were ahead of men in casting votes, and over 51% of booth level officers in the last election were women. Many such encouraging details mentioned in a recent election analysis of Press Information Bureau point to the increasing interest and participation in the electoral process. Equally laudable are the efforts to ensure green protocol in the elections. In fact, as a former judge of the Supreme Court of India, who gave the verdict of nota and paper trial, I am happy that voter verified paper audit trial is being implemented in all polling stations for the first time in Kerala. What adds to my joy is that the election is guided by the theme of accessible elections to ensure that people with disabilities get a barrier-free environment to vote. Stopping for a moment, I mentioned about VVPAT. How this was created or formed. One public interest litigation was filed in Supreme Court that was kept pending many years. Not only this, even the nota and other election related PLs were pending more than 4 years. On behalf of the Chief Election Commission, Electoral Officer, their standing counsel, one day he mentioned to the Chief Justice, at that time I was holding that post, then I asked him to give all the pending matters more than 1 year relatable to election issues. Then within an hour he printed and handed over a copy. Then I conveyed to my registrar to list all the cases within a week before the bench, consisting of 3 judges. Normally it will come before the bench of Chief Justice. Even my registrar has cautioned, sir, this kind of mention was made before your predecessors, 2 or 3 former Chief Justices, but unfortunately they didn't accept, because this may consume longer time and you are going to retire in April 26, 2014. No, I said the election matters cannot be kept pending for long years. You list as directed. Then I informed, when the matters were listed, I informed all the council, including the Chief Election Commission legal advisor, that all these cases will be heard day by day, no break, no interval. Then ultimately we delivered judgment within a week. No, why I am mentioning, nothing wrong in taking credit. And when we heard this VVPAT on direction, on my 3 judges bench, I think subject to correction, the person Chief Justice Ranjan Gohai and Ranjana Desai were my benchmates. We directed the Chief Election Commission, the officials, to bring those machines. First time they had a demonstration in the Chief Justice of India Court Hall. We witnessed all those demonstrations, we satisfied. Only request was made on behalf of the Election Commission was, sir, don't insist that we should implement immediately, because government has to incur thousands of crores of rupees. So, taking the words of the Election Commission, we passed an order permitting the Election Commission to implement this VVPAT in a phased manner. And I am happy that all polling stations are being, now we are getting this VVPAT, and I heard from our, it has come in the newspaper also, our Chief Electoral Officer, State Chief Electoral Officer, he went to the High Court at Kochi and demonstrated before all the judges and Chief Justice of the High Court. It is a good thing. See, everybody must know, whether an ordinary person or person holding high office. So I am happy that the credit goes to the entire team under Mr. Meena. As mentioned earlier, voting is a citizen's duty. Our vote is a means of change, an expression of our expectations about governance. We also have an obligation to see that people around us also perform this duty. I have been asking everyone around me whether they have checked the voters list and ensured that their names are included. Actually, I know the cutoff date, 30th. So even 15 days before the cutoff date, I started inquiring my own staff, security people coming with me, even my personal staff, whether you verified. And incidentally, I also asked my office to verify, and I will tell you later. So I alerted all our people, and they said, sir, our votes are available. So we are a valid voter, and definitely we will go and exercise our vote. And in fact, another information, last time also I mentioned, as soon as I assumed office as first citizen of the state, that is on 5th September 2014, myself and my wife transferred our name, because my own house is there at Chennai as well as in my village, but I continued my names in the Chennai voters list. Then we transferred to Thiruvananthapuram. In the last assembly election, we had made it a point to cast our vote in Kerala. I don't know how many head of the state they have a vote and they casted their votes. My habit as a judge from 8 to 96, my wife used to complain, why you are asking everyone. When I was a judge of Madras, Punjab and Haryana and Supreme Court, I used to all my staff, you have to verify and you have to go and cast your vote. I never miss, and after return, I will ask them whether you have properly voted. This time, this VVPAT will give a good answer to them also. And in the, whatever be the positions we had in society, our position as citizen remains higher, and we are duty bound to honor that status by being active participants in the process of democracy. We must see an election as an opportunity to exercise the citizens' power to lead a democracy forward. I hope the song, the posters and other materials we are releasing today, just now we released, would be well received by our voters. I am certain that all those who are involved in this work would deem it a rare privilege to have employed their talent to strengthen the largest democracy in the world. I once again appreciate each of them for their dedicated efforts. I also compliment the organizers for conducting this function in a befitting manner. എല്ലാവർക്കും എൻ്റെ ആശംസകൾ. നന്ദി. ജയ് ഹിന്ദ്.